Hello, my name is Anna Schmidt, and this is my signature project part 2. Original data and identified problem. This data was pulled from my school and my current class. I have a total of 50 kids, and they are all on different levels. I teach 4th grade reading, and this data is from the STAR reading test. The first graphic represents the results of the very first test they took at the beginning of the year. As you can see, 21 students scored on an urgent intervention level and only 9 students scored on or above grade level. The rest were considered to be on watch and on intervention. According to the winter results, you can see a huge improvement in the student achievement. Only 16 students ranked in the urgent intervention level, and the on or above grade level section increased to 15 people. You can see the growth the students have achieved just by looking at the data. There was only a 4-month period where they worked on Edgenuity as well as USA Test Prep. In that short amount of time, the students were able to show growth. Statement of the research problem. So the main concern is whether the use of technology, computers in the classroom would increase student achievement. It is no surprise that technology is making its way into the classroom. It has become essential in our everyday lives. And technology tools and sites have been adopted by school districts to help students as well as bridge the gaps in their academics. Teachers have been receiving professional development as well as workshops in order to integrate these tools inside of their classroom. And based off the data, it shows that students do benefit from the use of technology and these sites that they are able to access. These technology tools come with many benefits for both students and teachers. Teachers are also able to monitor and track data based on students' progression. The sites USA Test Prep and Renaissance come with this feature, and the students are also able to view their progress as well. These sites will also help with student participation as well as focus on their learning. Summary of background investigation. So technology is everywhere in today's day and age. Children and adults alike are regularly using technology. It is presumed that where technology is involved, you will have more considerable attention and engagement rate. Educational sites are more engaging and easier to focus on than the traditional teaching method. The constructivist theory plays a huge role when it comes to the integration of technology in the classroom. Traditional teaching, or the passive view of teaching, is lacking when it comes to the student learning and ownership. The students are not able to construct their knowledge. Students who are not using technology in the classroom have a lower student achievement rate than those who have the integration of technology and are using educational sites. Overall, this will hinder the students' ownership of their knowledge and scaffolding, as well as their cognitive development. There are 4 theories that support using technology in the classroom. And according to an article released by Pearson, the theories explain why digital learning access is good for students. The theories that were discussed were behavioral theory, operant conditioning theory, social cognitive theory, and information processing theory. And according to Pearson, all of these theories are present in technology-centered classroom. They can also be used in the classroom to help increase student achievement. So the literature review for this research supports the claim that the students who use technology in the classroom show improvement in academic achievement than those who do not use it. There is an abundance of data and studies that support whether the use of technology and computers in the classroom would increase student achievement. The data provides proof of an increase in performance when the integration of technology has been implemented. Online resources such as Edgenuity and USA Test Prep prove to be enhancing students' learning and are great tools to use inside of the classroom. These online resources were created to help enrich learning and help with intervention. It is essential these tools are being used in the class in order to help bridge those gaps and to strive for higher academic achievement. Without these tools, students will not be able to achieve higher academic success and overall hinder their learning. So now we're going to get into the action plan. So the sample method. This research will be conducted through quantitative studies. I will be using the results from the STAR reading pretest and post-test as a method for collecting data. There will be a random sample of 50 students out of the 4 reading classes, and they will be chosen from the control group and experimental group. This will make sure that there will be an equal chance that they will be chosen. Sample description. The population will consist of the 4th grade students at my school. This sample will consist of 4 reading classes. The 4th grade reading classes are required to take the STAR reading assessment. This assessment is given at the beginning of the school year and at the end. After the pretest at the beginning of the year, 2 reading classes will be able to have access to technology resources like Edgenuity, USA Test Prep, and MyOn. However, the other 2 reading classes will not be receiving the same resources. They will not have any technology resources to use in the aid of instruction. So instrumentation. The 4th grade students will participate in the STAR reading test at the beginning of the school year. The 4th grade reading classes will be separated in 2 different groups. One will be the control group, and the other will be the experimental group. The experimental group will participate in online resources technology for 25 to 40 minutes 4 times a week during the school year. The control group will not receive online resources, but will receive their instruction through traditional teaching and through small group and other resources. The different variables. I have TR group and NT group. The TR group is the experimental group of the 4th graders that will participate in the technological resources for 25 to 40 minutes 4 days a week. NT group, this is the control group. This group has the 4th graders who will not be participating in the online resources. Collaborative efforts. The teachers will be trained on how to use online resources, and the teachers will make sure that the students are completing all their assignments and activities from the resources. And teachers will also help support students who are having difficulty navigating through these sources and have many conversations with the students. The teachers will also be trained on how to use online resources to get acclimated on how they will work. The purpose of this research is to show that it supports the students in that they do benefit from the use of technology. And it has many benefits for both the students and the teachers. The students who engage in online activities and assignments assigned to them through the online resources will have an increase in student academic achievement. Procedures. The 50 students in my class will participate in online educational sites, Edgenuity and USA Test Prep. Students will take a pretest that is composed of ELA standards and that are aligned with their grade level. Students will be able to access these sites for 25 minutes 3 days a week for 4 months. Students will be able to perform tasks and activities on educational websites. After the 2 months, the students will take a post-test. The post-test will cover the standards that were previously in the pretest as well as the new standards and objectives from the online instructions the students accessed within the 2 months. Teachers will then look at the data from both tests. The data will answer the problem as well as understanding a task and assessing it or storing it in long-term memory. Internal validity. A threat to internal validity of the study would be the non-appearance of students. When the students are absent, it could affect when they take the test. The school has many absenteeisms, and this would be the only thing that could hinder the measures. Students withdrawal and transfer students is another factor that can hinder the results. External validity. The STAR reading assessment is a reliable source of measurement. It is used in many school systems as a means to drive instruction as well as collect data. It is known statewide and many school districts use it. So, viewing the results will cause no harm to any of the participants. With that being said, a consent form will be sent home to the parents or guardians addressing the confidentiality of the results. An identification number will be given, and the results from the study will address whether the use of technology and computers in the classroom will increase student achievement. Results. No technology means lower student achievement, and technology integration meaning the higher student achievement. So you can refer back to the graphs that I showed earlier. So reflection. So some changes I would make to my original plan would be to ensure equality. This just means to make sure that all the students are actually completing the assignments and activities assigned to them. Additional research that could have been done to improve student achievement would be research other technologies and aids, and also having more schools and classes to participate would have helped as well.